Hi guys, this is Imran. In this video I will show how to read Excel files, sales data, providing row number and column number using Java programming, which is a part of Selenium automation using WebDriver and Apachi POI. So for that I need Selenium and I need Eclipse, where I will be writing Java code and I will be writing the method, and I need Excel file where some text will be available in cells of Excel files. So I already opened Eclipse. This is Eclipse, and this is where I will write Java code. So first I will create an empty project. So I will click on File, New, and Java project. I will give a name. The name could be anything. I just give a random name and I will click on Finish. So this project got created. If I expand, I can see there are two things: source folder and default jar library. All of these are dependencies. This jar file is also called dependency. So the default jar library and the source folder. Now to work with Excel and Eclipse to read data of Excel using Java programming, I would need 5 different dependencies or jar files. I wrote those in a notepad. These are the 5 different dependencies. Each jar file is one dependency. Since there are total 5 jar files, so I would need 5 different jar files or 5 different dependencies. So, and I will be downloading all those jar files, all those dependencies from internet. And this is the website, MVN repository. This is the website that I have used to download all those 5 dependencies or jar files. So I already downloaded 4 of those from this website, and I will download one more, the last one, this one. I already downloaded this 4. So the way I will be downloading this one, I already downloaded the other 4s in the same way. So I copy the entire name of the jar file or the dependency, and I will go to Google Chrome browser. I will navigate to this web page, and then I will paste and I will click on search. Now it came in the top of the list, so I'll click here, and this is the latest version, so I will click here, and this is the link. If I click on this link, that jar file will be downloaded from this website. So I will click here. Clicked. Now it is downloading. It is downloading. It is taking few seconds to download. Still downloading. Okay, so download is done. Now I can see all those 5 dependencies are downloaded under the download folder. I previously downloaded this 4 before I started recording this video, and the last one I just downloaded. So all those 5 jar files, or all those 5 dependencies has been downloaded from the internet, and those are available in downloads folder of my computer. Now I need to put all those dependencies into the project. So this is the project. It has 2 folders, and I need to keep those 5 dependencies under this project. And to keep those dependencies, I need a folder. So I will right click on it, I will click on new, I will click on folder, I will give a name, lib, I just give a name lib, and I'll click on finish. So this folder got created, and this folder is empty. So now I will copy all those 5 dependencies or jar files. I selected all of those. I will copy, and then I will paste here. So I pasted all of those. So all of those files are here. Wait a minute. This one came twice. Why this one came twice? That means something didn't come. This one is this one. This one is this one. And this one came twice. And this one is this one. That means this one I did not download. So I will download this one. So first I delete this because that came twice. Okay, so now I will download this one. Copy. I will go back to this website. I will paste here. I will click on search, and this one says POI XML schemas 3.1.7 jar. That came on the 3rd one from the list. So I'll click here. I'll click here. It says POI schema. So I will download. So this is the link to download. So I will click on this link, and that dependency or the jar file will be downloaded from this website. So I clicked. Now it's downloading here. It will take like few seconds to download. It's downloading here. Let's be patient. Okay, the download is done. So I will copy. This one just got downloaded, so I will copy. and go back to the project, and under this folder I'll right click, I'll paste it. So it got pasted here. So I have all those five dependencies or jar files under the lib folder of this project. Now I need to add those in the build path. So I will right click on the project, I will click on property, I will click on Java build path, and the library tab is already selected. So I will click on add jar, I will expand this project, and then I will expand the lib folder. I will select everything from the keyboard, and then I will click on OK and click on apply, and click on apply, and this new symbol just showed up here. That means it's got configured. So I'll click on OK. So now this project is ready to read data from Excel file using Java programming. So now I will right click on the source folder, and then I will create one class. Say read Excel data. Read Excel data. And I will check this so that the class will have a main method, and I will also check this so that that class will have some comment. This check will make sure that class has main method, and this check will make sure the class has comment, and those comments will be auto generated. So I will click on finish. So now this class got created. This is the class, and this is the main method, and these are the auto generated comments. Now I will create one method that will read Excel data. So I already created that method, so I will just copy and paste here, and I will explain how that method works instead of writing everything from the scratch. So that is here, that okay, this is the method. And copy everything. Let me come back in a few minutes. Okay guys, I'm back. So I will be creating one method. I already created and I uploaded that method in GitHub. So I will just copy from that GitHub project. So this is the enter method that I have created previously and I have uploaded in GitHub. So I will just copy from there and I will paste here. And I will also copy all those import files. Let's see, Control S. So now I have created this method. This is the method. That method starts here and method ends here. So this is the method. Okay, so this is the method. This method takes two input arguments. Both are integer, row number and column number. The method's name is read cell data, and this method is a return type method. This method return a string. So any value is here. This is the value, and this method will return this value as a string. This is another value, or this is another value, this is another value. It will return any value as a string, regardless of the value is here. Even if the value is 34 integer, it will still return as a string. So this is the method. This is the name, and it takes two input arguments, both are integer, and it will return this result as a string. So these are the two lines that creates workbook and file input stream. So in this line, these two lines are the actual code, and this and these are part of try catch, which is auto generated, and these two lines creates the workbook. This is the entire workbook, and this two line will be creating the entire workbook. And to create the workbook, I have to write this. This is the data. This is the data type, and this is the reference variable, and this is new keyword. This is the constructor, and I have to pass the file path as a string. This file path as a string. So I will show how we can get this file path as a string. So I will show in Notepad. This is a notepad, and this file is on a particular folder, so I will go there. So this is the file. This is the file, that's value I will be reading using the method that I created, and in this method I have to provide this string. And how I will get this string? I will right click on this file, Excel file. I will click on property, and I will copy the entire location is here, and then I will paste here, Ctrl V, and I will give a backslash, and I will copy the file name. Copy. I will paste here, Ctrl V, and then I will copy the extension from here. Copy, and I will paste here. So this is the path, and I need to pass this path as a string. So I have to put double quote so that this becomes a string. So now it is a string, but this string has a special character. Backslash is a special character. And Eclipse, if I pass this string into Eclipse will think that this is a special character. So for that I have to do regular expression, and I have to add one additional backslash. This additional backslash will escape the special character. Based on the regular expression formula, each backslash will escape the special character next to it. So this one is next to this backslash. That means Eclipse will escape this backslash, and it will consider as a text. It will not consider as a special character. So this one is special character. By doing this regular expression, it becomes a string, a text. So I have to do for each backslash. So this is the final string that came up, and this string is here. This is here. So this two line creates this workbook. Now, and the entire thing is the try catch. So the entire thing is this workbook. And now it comes sheet. It will create the sheet reference variable, and this refers this one, sheet 1. If I write here 1 instead of 0, it will refer this sheet. If I write 2, then it will refer this sheet, this SHWT sheet, MS Microsoft workbook sheet. So this is the sheet 1, and since I wrote 0 here, it represents the sheet 1, and this one. Now that is this line. 1 minute. Now this line says row, so it could be row 3. If I write here 2, that means row number 1, 0, 1, 2. This one, it refers this row. If I write here 5, that refers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This 3, 4, 5. It refers the row number 6. And if I write here, this is the column. The cell is the column. Now I have written a switch statement that goes until this. This switch statement will take the cell value and check if it is a string. If it is a string, that it will directly pass into this result. Directly pass into this result variable. If it is not a string, if it is a boolean, then this two line, it will, if it is not a string, if it is boolean, then this will make that boolean as a string and store under this result folder. And if it is not a string, not boolean, if it is a numeric or double, then this case will convert that to a string and store under this result folder. Basically, this switch statement will capture this sales value, and regardless of whether it is a string or an integer or double or boolean, it will convert, that method will convert to a string and return as a string. and it will return as a string. So this is the method. Now to call this method, I have to create an instance. That is how in Java that is how Java works. To call a method or to call a function, I have to create an instance of the class. So I will create an instance of the class. To create an instance of the class, I copy the class name. This is the main method, so I have to create the instance inside of the main method. Control V, this is the data type, then space, Control V again, this is the reference variable, equal sign, then I will say new keyword, and Control V again, the constructor, and first parenthesis, that means I'm passing empty input arguments, and semicolon to end the line. So I have created one instance of this class. Now I will use this method. I will use this method and return and read a cell value and return it. This is the data type. This is the reference variable dot. It will display the list. Okay, so the name of the method that I created is read cell data. So I have to select that one, and that came on the top of the list, so I will select this one. Now it is asking for row number, so I will say row number 3, and I will say column number also 3, and it's a semicolon. So what it will do, it will read the row number 3 and column number 3, this value, and store in this variable. So I will write a print statement so that the value can be printed in the console. Ctrl S to save this file, and also Ctrl S to save this Excel file. Now I will run it. It's running. So it says testing here. That means it read this value. It read this value. The first row 3 means 0, 1, 2, 3. This is the row 3. And again the column 3 means 0, 1, 2, 3. That's how it came here. If I write, if I want to read this one, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I will say 6 here. Let's see. Ctrl S. So it returned 34.0 as a string, even though it is a double. So this method and this method will return the cell value. We have to pass the row number and column number, and this method will be very useful for Selenium automation using WebDriver. We can this method will be really helpful for WebDriver automation using Selenium. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.